Hello, today I will be giving you an overview of our project proposal plan for the Brisbane Airport Corporation. This was prepared by Adrian, Ben and myself and outlines a number of proposals which will benefit Brisbane Airport Corporation as a whole. Brisbane Airport Corporation is the managing organisation for Brisbane City's airport district. Brisbane Airport contains both domestic and international terminals. BAC gains revenue from their operation through a number of different revenue streams. However, their main focus comes from the top five, which are the following: aeronautical revenue, landside transport revenue, retail revenue, investment property revenue, and operating property revenue. These five revenue areas are the most critical to ensuring BAC continues to make a profit. However, there are a number of underlying problems which can result in challenges to these areas. For this proposal, issues relating to Enterprise 2.0 principles have been looked at and are recommended upon for BAC. After taking an environmental survey of BAC's current strategies and offerings, the following underlying problems were identified. There is a slow response time on current BAC-controlled social media accounts, and in addition, a number of efficiency issues. Brisbane Airport is a destination airport, and this poses a number of challenges to ensuring the level of travel is maintained. And lastly, Brisbane Airport doesn't have any mobile applications, which leave users at a disadvantage compared to other airports. There are a number of threats to BAC's business in aeronautical and landside revenue streams. These come from higher competition and less demand for travel. Less travel also directly impacts upon retail side of BAC's business, as there are less potential customers. These threats can be turned into opportunities through proper innovation, which will indirectly help travel but will largely benefit retail. The following objectives have been outlined and categorized by cost and project priority. High priority objectives include increasing staff morale, increasing customer satisfaction through social media support, increase in competitive advantage, increase in revenue, enhancing organizational productivity, develop mobile applications for a number of mobile ecosystems, decrease operating costs, and capturing a larger market share. For these objectives, we are focusing on low to medium cost and medium to high priority. Our proposal covers the following key points, which are now displayed on the screen. Firstly, social media changes. While BAC's current accounts are moderately successful in their own right already, there are a number of improvements which can be made. Namely, a more proactive social media strategy rather than a reactive one. In addition, considering the use of services such as Foursquare to provide incentives to retail customers has been considered. These changes tie in with providing social media support via social channels to customers. By being proactive with the use of social media, BAC can support a much wider base of their customers and build a better reputation among them. To further build a better reputation on social media, this proposal also suggests a number of changes to build a higher level of interaction. For example, changes such as word-of-mouth marketing are an example of this. Because of Brisbane Airport's status as a destination airport, ensuring that travel to and from the airport is maintained is crucial to ensuring that revenue channels continue to grow. This can be done through the promotion of travel and social media competition. To address the lack of mobile applications, the proposal suggests native applications for iOS and Android. These applications can provide useful information to visitors and improves customer experience. Lastly, looking at the internal running of BAC, the proposal suggests the implementation of productivity boosting and collaborative tools such as wikis. These proposals address the objectives in the following ways. By employing a social media manager, there can be an increased revenue rate by having a higher retention rate of customers. By having a proactive approach to social media through the use of tools such as Radiant 6, there can be an increase in staff morale, customer satisfaction, and will give BAC a better understanding of its brand perception. Organising competitions will enhance branding and increase BAC's reputation. Tied in with promoting tourism, this will stimulate the tourism industry, which will have an effect on the amount of travel undertaken. Lastly, the use of mobile applications and services such as Foursquare will bring up more people to the airports and offer a competitive advantage. Our business drivers for the project are the following: enhancing branding and awareness, building community, enhancing customer service, generating sales, and capturing an untapped market. As said earlier, BAC is lacking mobile applications. By creating applications on iOS and Android platforms and extending these to smart devices and capturing market share, this will eventually build a more interaction between BAC and their customers, as well as at the same time increases to the organisational competitive advantage in the aviation industry. Next, we will look at secondary benefits, which mainly benefits BAC externally. By adopting Web 2.0 and social media, BAC is expected to have positive growth in other revenue categories as well as besides aeronautical. Revenue of an organisation besides defined by the profit and loss. It could also be derived from the cost saving and cost optimization. It also stimulates higher customer satisfaction, and having CRM is not sufficient to achieve the goal. Rather, it is more important to recruit engaging and dedicated personnel, which is led by a social media manager, to address the complaints and feedback from customers effectively. Not to mention, proper interaction procedures should be put in place, like replying any queries even generically within 15 minutes. Other intangible benefits that could be achieved are captivating a larger market share and improving corporate branding. Having social media as a communication tool enables BAC to establish closer connection with their customers. By adopting it and maximizing its utilization, it can improve BAC's corporate image. This at the same time provides the positive branding of the airport to the world, being one of the many that has a strong presence in the social media sphere. One of the external benefits too that we have identified is the adoption of Web 2.0 and social media by BAC. With continuous effort in maintaining this adoption, it also will help facilitate growth in the tourism sector of Queensland, Australia, stimulating the country's growth in GDP. The return on investment, as suggested by us, is also for KPI for BAC to take into consideration. The return on investment can be realised in two forms, which are short-term return and long-term return. Adopting the social media and Web 2.0 standards in the short term eventually guarantees better staff engagement as well as productivity and work efficiency. However, some of these may not be seen in a short period, which are knowledge and reputation of BAC. Mapping the return on investment to business cases, development, launch and evaluating its value is considered a classical approach. For projects and its implementation of new technology, an iterative and incremental hybrid model, as you can see on your screen, is expected to be practiced. As you can see, we have milestones planned out for the next 6 months, which also include dates for measurement to monitor the implementation of these milestones. A more detailed outline of these milestones can be seen on the Gantt chart on your screen. Thank you for flying with us. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below.